Welcome to the LBS Financial Credit Union Pyramid as Long Beach State women's basketball takes on UC Santa Barbara. I'm Bruce Kuntz alongside JayDe Beaudry, and you are listening to 22 West Radio, broadcasting live at 88.1 FM KKJZ HD3 Long Beach. Long Beach State enters the conference schedule still searching for their first win of the season. A 71-55 loss on the road against Oregon State a week and a half ago dropped the Beach to 0-6. Amy Wright's squad is the last winless team remaining in the Big West. None of that matters if they can start Big West play with a win tonight, though. It's a challenging matchup for the Beach as UC Santa Barbara enters on a 5-game win streak. The 6-1 Gauchos have a proficient long-range attack that has made them the second-best offense in the conference so far. In terms of stars, sophomore guard Jaquoia Jones-Brown continues to shine despite the slow start for the Beach. She's averaging 18 points per game so far. And also for the Beach, freshman forward Rosie Acott had her breakout game in Corvallis, finishing with a 13-point, 13-rebound double-double. For the Gauchos, forwards Zoe Porter and Olivia Bradley both average 14 points per game. JayDe, UC Santa Barbara has been one of the Big West top offenses so far for a reason. How will Long Beach State look to slow them down tonight?
That's right, Bruce. Now, at the heart of this Gauchos' hyper-efficient offense is their ability to make it rain from beyond the arc. Forget the Big West. UC Santa Barbara is the 11th best three-point shooting team in all of Division I basketball, coming into tonight with a 39.5% clip, boosted by senior guard Jessica Grant, who has not taken a two-point shot so far this season. Santa Barbara's transition to a shoot-first offense is due in part, though, to their lack of a post presence, something Long Beach State defense will see as a double-edged sword. On one hand, Long Beach will look to exploit mismatches in the paint offensively, but on the other, all 5 positions will need to guard the perimeter, something the Beach have not done successfully at any point in this young season. If Amy Wright's squad wants to indeed pick up their first win tonight, simply put, Bruce, it's going to take everything they have on both ends of the floor.
Long Beach State rocking their all-white home uniforms tonight. UC Santa Barbara in black, for the Gauchos with blue lettering and numbering. Take it through the starting lineups. Kylie Pepe, Jaquoia Jones-Brown, and Brenna Pukas, 3 guards on the lineup for Long Beach State. Kenan Kaw and Judith Oliva Fernandez are the 2 forwards. For UC Santa Barbara, Madison Naro, Zoe Shaw, and Skylar Burke are the 3 guards. Zoe Border and Olivia Bradley, the 2 forwards.
Yeah, for Long Beach State, look for Brenna Pukas to really have a turnaround game. Had her worst performance of this young season against Oregon State earlier on this week. Went 0 for 4 from the field, 4 turnovers, a negative 20 plus-minus differential, the worst of any player on the floor. She gets to start once again tonight. Amy Wright has said time and time again, Bruce, she's going to get started eventually this season. We have yet to see her get going yet.
Both teams heading out onto the floor here for jump ball. Ready to get underway in the conference opener. Long Beach State and UC Santa Barbara. The Beach 0-6 overall on the season. UC Santa Barbara 6-1 overall. But both teams 0-0 in conference play, and that's the number that matters. So Long Beach State looking for a turnaround in their early season here if they can get into the win column to start conference play.
And how huge would this be? It's the start of Bold Week, Bruce. 2 matchups for the Beach and UC Santa Barbara, respectively, against Big West opponents. A crucial start for both these teams. Yes, the Gauchos have been good, but it all starts right here, right now. These are the games that really count down the stretch.
Slight delay here before tip. Take you through our officials tonight. Cheryl Blue, the referee. The 2 umpires, Corey Long and Jushelle Wardlow. This UC Santa Barbara team, JayDe, coming off where they won back-to-back games last weekend at Cal Baptist in a tournament there that the Lancers hosted. Their last game, they beat Cal Baptist the first of the 2 games easily, 74-49. Then the last one against Chattanooga was tied 64-64, and the Gauchos hit a buzzer beater to win with 2 seconds left.
Champions of the CBU Classic meet the winless Beach under the lights of the pyramid.
Judith Oliva Fernandez wins the tip, and so Jaquoia Jones-Brown brings it across, goes to Oliva Fernandez on the wing, and hands right off to Brenna Pukas. Screen on the left side from Cobb. Pukas up to the top, now swings over to Pepe. 1 jab step, now she takes the triple. It's no good off the back iron, and the rebound is secured by the Gauchos. Rocking the C captain is Maddie Naro across the timeline. She hesitates on the right side, now directs traffic. Coming up to get a handoff is Burke. Burke gives 1 dribble and then passes across for Shaw. Now Shaw to the high post for Bradley. Bradley 1 jab step, swings over all the way to the left corner. Now it's down low and an easy lay up and through for Border. It's 2-0 Gauchos.
Nice cut through the paint from Border. Santa Barbara loves to shoot the 3 balls, but if they can work inside out, they can beat you in so many different ways.
Oliva Fernandez 1 dribble, and then she hands off to Jones-Brown. Gauchos ahead 2-0 early on in the first quarter. Jones-Brown crosses over here, now goes to the corner for Kenan Kaw. Gives 1 jab step, and then passes back to Jones-Brown on the left wing. Pukas clearing out underneath the baseline. Jones-Brown dribbles up to the top by the logo, gets a screen from Oliva Fernandez. Now goes to the corner for Pukas. She pulls the 3. It's way long. Offensive rebound, and then laying it up and in is Kenan Kaw. The shot barely kissed the rim from Pukas, essentially in an air ball, and Kaw was right there to grab it.
Nice work from Kaw, working the baseline, taking it right off the hands of Skylar Burke.
Up at the top is Border. Takes a couple dribbles and now goes over to Nard. Sets a screen. Nard dribbles with the left hand and now gives over to Bradley. At the top of the key, Bradley now passes to the left wing. Getting a screen is Shaw. She crosses over with the left hand. Now pump fakes, gets some space. The floater from the free throw line. No good off the left side of the rim. Oliva Fernandez has the rebound for the Beach.
Really good from Oliva Fernandez, just staying home in the paint and able to pick up her first rebound.
Pass in the corner here. Ka is going to take the three. It's no good off the front of the rim. Offensive rebound, though, from Pepe. And then a foul gets called on the floor. It'll go against the Gauchos, the first personal against Maddie Naro.
Man, Long Beach State already getting active on the offensive and defensive glass. Long Beach State, one thing they did very well against Oregon State, through the first 3 quarters at least, was pull down offensive rebounds. They had 15 against the Beavers.
Beach inbounding from the baseline. It's Ka in the short corner on the right side who gets it, then gives to Pepe. Now Pukas at the top, swings over to Jones-Brown. She gets screen on the right side, instead moves left, now pulls back and goes to the right side. Pass over to Pepe, now right down low, and Oliva Fernandez lays it up and in off the assist from Kylie Pepe.
And that has to be the game plan for Long Beach State. It's a 6'3" Oliva Fernandez against a 6-foot Border.
Now a quick triple on the other side is good from Santa Barbara. They're ahead 5-4.
And that's Santa Barbara's identity here, Bruce. They love to take shots in the first 10 to 12 seconds of the shot clock.
Olivia Bradley hits the three right there. Jones-Brown drives on the other side, takes a fadeaway, barely kissed the front of the rim, but then she gets her own rebound. Second chance is up and through. Good fight from Jacoya Jones-Brown. The sophomore guard is on the board.
In the first 2.5 minutes, Bruce, it's Beach up 6-5.
Up at the top here, pass goes to the left side for Santa Barbara. Now driving in and kicking back out is hard. Three again for Santa Barbara is nothing but net. This time it's Border who hits the triple from the left wing. It's 8-6 Gauchos.
Zoe Border coming off a 15-point performance against Chattanooga where she was 1 for 3 from beyond the arc.
Jacoya Jones-Brown dribbles up at the top, finds Pukas. Now it goes to Ka up at the top of the key. She gives a jab step, now hands off to Oliva Fernandez. Spin move for Oliva Fernandez. She steps through the key, scoop a layup, just rimmed out. Couldn't get it to fall, but a good move there from the Spaniard. Other side, it's Shaw given to Hart, and now over to Bradley. Bradley passes along the wing, had it poked loose, but then Santa Barbara tracks it down. Burke crosses over, gets a screen on her right side, drives over to the mid-range area, steps back and takes the shot. It's no good off the right side of the rim, but gets her own rebound as she was falling out of bounds, kept it in, but then Pukas picks it up as she rolled it in. Ka now on the right side, passes to Jones-Brown, almost got it poked loose by Burke. One dribble, then goes back to Ka. Ka puts her back to the basket, now dribbles over to the block, pivots, and then gets called for a travel before she got the shot away. So it's a turnover for the Beach.
Yeah, and Kenan Ka, another big forward, standing 6 feet tall, looked to back down her defender. She was matched up 1-on-1 against Zoe Shaw, who stands 5'7". You're starting to see the forwards here in the first few minutes, Bruce, start to take on their matchups, trying to back down the Gauchos as much as they can into the paint. Once again, though, they find themselves down by 2. It's 8-6 Gauchos, 6:20 left in the first quarter.
Maddie Naro brings it up for UC Santa Barbara. Kenan Ka defending as Naro dribbles up at the top and now passes to Grant on the right wing. Right back to Naro. She moves over to the left side, gets a screen to her left and picks up her dribble and goes to the corner. Driving right in, Shaw goes up with a strong shot, no good. Bounces around and Morgan Mack secures the rebound for Long Beach State.
Now, first round of subs, 2 freshmen in the game for Long Beach.
Here's Rosie Akot right on the other side, fresh off the bench. A body went to the ground and then a whistle gets called. Kind of a late whistle there, but Akot gets called for the offensive foul just a few seconds after the body hit the ground. Akot did lower the shoulder, so she turns it over.
Yeah, 3 changes fresh in the game for Amy Wright. It's Morgan Mack, Christy Reynoso, and Rosie Akot all getting their first action in this first quarter.
Naro takes it up for UC Santa Barbara. Passes over to the right side for Shaw. Now she goes into the post for Border. Back to the basket. She works on Mack. Tucks up a hook with the left hand. It's no good. Jones-Brown tipped it off the rim back to herself, and she has the rebound. 8-6 Gauchos. 5:35 to go in this first quarter. Akot up at the top. Hands off to Mack. Mack gets a screen on the left side from Ka. Hesitates. Goes over to Ka. She stayed on the wing. Now one dribble, and it goes up to Reynoso at the top. Reynoso hands off to Mack. Mack gives back to Reynoso. Now she hesitates, passes up to the top for Ka. 5 to shoot as Ka dribbles in. Her layup off the glass, no good. Another offensive rebound. Jones-Brown, second chance is good again. Jacoya Jones-Brown stands only 5'6", but she's getting active on the offensive glass.
Her 3rd rebound already.
Here's Santa Barbara working fast on the other side. Now a pass gets picked off. Rosie Akot in transition. No one between her and the basket. And Rosie Akot lays it in. Nice steal for the true freshman, and then she converts the fast break bucket.
Long Beach on a little bit of a run here. Their perimeter defense is stepping up. Great hands from Rosie Akot, and an even better finish. Calm, composed, coming off a 13-13.
Zoe Border defended closely by Ka up beyond the 3-point line. Now swings over to the left side for Shaw. Border sets a screen. Shaw getting doubled. Now goes to the corner. Pass right down to Border. On the block, she goes back out to the wing. Quick trigger, no good on the three-pointer that time, and Akot has the rebound for the Beach.
Excellent work down low from Rosie Akot. She was able to shut down the post play, and Christy Reynoso, the freshman, covered the corner. Long Beach communicating defensively, a big reason why they're up by 2.
Kenan Kaw directing traffic from the top, tells Rosie Akot to go to the block. Now up to get it in the high post is Jones Brown. Akot sets the screen. Jones Brown takes the mid-range shot. It's no good off the back iron. Reynoso fighting, but instead the rebound will go to Jessica Grant of the Gauchos. Santa Barbara working fast on the other end again. Shaw, a quick 3. It's good. Zoe Shaw knocks down the 3 just a couple seconds into the shot clock. We're going to see that a lot tonight, JD. Quick shots for the Gauchos from long range.
And that breaks a 3-minute scoring drought from the Gauchos. Zoe Shaw, the 40% three-point shooter, pulls the quick trigger. Gauchos back up by 1.
Pass down low for Kenan Kaw is secured, and then she lays it up and in. The assist goes to Jacoya Jones-Brown.
Another lead change, another great pass from Jacoya Jones-Brown. Kenan Kaw with inside leverage that time.
Narrow gives over to Shaw. Now right down low. Shot up and no good off the glass from Border, but she tips it back out to her teammate. Another 3 is good again from Jessica Grant. She's got another one off the bench for Santa Barbara. It's 14-12 Gauchos.
Jessica Grant, the 9th most efficient three-point shooter in Division I basketball, has not taken a shot from inside the arc this season.
Christy Reynoso in the left corner, now passes to Kaw. Kaw jab step, now finds Akot cutting, one dribble, and her layup is up and through. A good play design that time, got Akot plenty of space, and she converts the layup.
As Rosie Akot slashing across the key, and now Long Beach needs to get their assignments defensively.
Another quick 3 from Grant, no good off the right side of the rim, and Kenan Kaw has the rebound. Puente Valverde was screaming in from the wing, almost got the offensive board, but Kenan Kaw was able to secure it. 14-14. Pass to Rosie Akot in the high post for the Beach, just inside the three-point stripe. She hands off to Reynoso. Reynoso pulls the 3. It goes off the glass, then off the rim a second time, and no good. Rebound comes away for Narrow. She dribbles right onto the other side, pulls the 3 immediately, no good off the right side of the rim. Santa Barbara continuing to let it fly from long range.
Long Beach State looks to slow the pace down now. We've played nearly 10 uninterrupted minutes in this first quarter. 120 seconds to go, still tied up at 14 apiece.
2:15 in this first quarter. Jones Brown flying along the baseline, passes out to Mack. Her 3 from the corner is no good. Rebound for Shaw of the Gauchos. It's it is Shaw who passes down into the post for Puente Valverde. She goes up and gets rejected, but a foul gets called against Rosie Akot. Caught a lot of the ball there, but just a little bit of the arm as well. So it's going to be 2 free throws here for Julia Puente Valverde after the media timeout.
Frantic, Bruce. These first 8 minutes nearly uninterrupted from both teams. The Gauchos having their way with the pace of this game, but Long Beach has held tough so far. Heading to the line off the foul from Rosie Akot, it's going to be Puente Valverde looking to stack some points here down the stretch, but if you're Amy Wright in this timeout, Bruce, you have to be happy with what you've seen so far from the Beach.
14-14, the Gauchos 4 for 7 from beyond the arc, but the Beach keeping pace. We'll be right back on 22 West Radio. quick start to the first quarter here. Through 8 minutes, it's 14-14 between Long Beach State and UC Santa Barbara.
Yeah, and there's really two stats that jump off the page from those first 8 minutes, Bruce. Long Beach State ties it up 14-14. All 14 of their points have come in the paint, dominating that matchup. For the Gauchos, they are shooting well from beyond the arc. We went into the break talking about how they are 4-4-7. They've got four different players now that all have hit a three-point bucket. So the scoring coming from around the floor for both teams.
It's 2 free throws here for Julia Puente Valverde coming out of the media timeout. She's a 63% free throw shooter so far on the season. Has come off the bench in all 8 games so far. The redshirt junior transferred in from McNeese State this last offseason. Began her college career at Murray State back in 2022, but then last year ended her time at McNeese State with a red shirt after only playing 10 games.
Yeah, she missed about 2/3 of the season last year, Bruce, but coming into this Gauchos team, it's been Renee Jimenez saying that she is going to get significant minutes as the season goes on. Really, she is their threat down low alongside Olivia Bradley. They both stand 6'1". The more she can get in the game, the more it opens up the Gauchos offense.
Puente Valverde has 3 straight games with at least 5 rebounds. First free throw up and good. Second one good here. It's 15-14, UC Santa Barbara ahead of Long Beach State. It's a 1-for-2 trip to the line actually for Julia Puente Valverde. So it's 15-14, Gauchos ahead by 1, under 2 minutes to go in this first quarter. Jacoya Jones-Brown brings it across for Long Beach State, pulls the three right away. Nothing but nylon for Jacoya Jones-Brown. Had a double screen up at the top to just get an ounce of space, and Jones-Brown converts it. UC Santa Barbara on the other side, quick shot. They're going to wave it off and call a travel. It's a turnover for the Gauchos as Burke had her feet move before she got the layup away.
And Jacoya Jones-Brown, the one applying pressure, she's able to get to her spot on the offensive end, pull the quick triple, and then defensively force the travel and get a stop. Now it's advantage Beach with less than 1 minute and 30 seconds to go in the first quarter.
Jones-Brown with 7 so far in this first quarter. Judy and Oliva Fernandez calls for a clear, hands off to Reynoso. Quick trigger on her 3, and she knocks it down. Christy Reynoso throws up the triple. 1.3 points per game coming in, but she's already got 3 in this first quarter.
And back-to-back games with a triple for Reynoso now.
Up at the top is Anderson for the Gauchos, 20-15, the Beach ahead by 5. Anderson gets a screen, now hesitates and drives in with the right hand, goes up strong. There was a lot of contact, missed it though. Offensive rebound for Bradley. They get it back out to the wing. Here's a 3 for Grant. She hits it. So UC Santa Barbara now 5 for 8 from beyond the arc.
And after 2 triples from Long Beach State, the Gauchos respond and say, hey, that's our game. Cut it down to just a 2-point lead for the Beach.
Jacoya Jones-Brown passes over to Reynoso on the right wing. Reynoso dribbling with the left hand. Under a minute to go in this first quarter. And now foul will get called. It's against Long Beach State down low. Rosie Akot gets called for an offensive foul as she was working for space off the ball. Going down hard with Skylar Burke on the block. She gets up gingerly limping with her left hip, it looks like, being the place that's hurting. So she's going to head to the bench. Back into the game is Narrow.
Yeah, Skylar Burke, she plays tough, she plays hard. One of 3 captains on this team. She's earned the nickname over the past few years, the Queen of Floor Burns. It's not the last we're going to see of her tonight. She's able to get low leverage on Akot, and Rosie Akot, a bit frustrated, shoved her down.
Bradley up at the top for Santa Barbara. Now ball poked loose by Akot again, and she goes down to get it. Rosie Akot forces another turnover. It's the second time in this first quarter that Akot has had active hands in the passing lane. So a nice job there. Again, the Beach get the ball back.
And that was a freshman-on-freshman matchup. Rosie Akot pokes it free from Chauncey Anderson. Rosie Akot has really come into her own here in the pyramid. In this first quarter, 4 points already, coming off a career-high 13 points against Oregon State. She's been active on the defensive end in this first quarter.
Now there's a spot on the floor near the UC Santa Barbara bench that Renee Jimenez wanted to clean up, so the whistle blew momentarily. They're going to make sure the game clock is in the right spot now. 34.8 to go in this first quarter, 29 on the shot clock for Long Beach State, about a 5-second difference.
Yeah, Long Beach State can hold for this possession if they want to, or try to get a 2-for-1 on a quick shot.
Morgan Mack up at the top for Long Beach State. Jones-Brown comes to the right wing to get the pass. Now swings up to Reynoso at the top. Long Beach content to take some time off the clock here, but now Akot drives into the key, puts up a pass towards Oliva Fernandez along the baseline, but it sails out of bounds. So Akot tried to turn up the dial there. 18.9 to go in the corner. Akot will head to the bench.
Yeah, Long Beach State leaves 13 seconds on the shot clock. They leave 19 seconds on the game clock. Plenty of time now for the Gauchos to get the last shot. They can tie or take the lead to close out the first quarter.
20-18 in the first quarter. The shot clock is off. Long Beach State ahead by 2. Santa Barbara will hold for the last shot. Up at the top, Maddie Narrow dribbles over to the right wing. Now gets a screen from Bradley. Passes to Shaw. Now to the corner. Down low to Bradley. She puts it up and in. Quick ball movement from the Gauchos gets them the last 2 points of the first quarter. And it'll end there. 20-20, a high-scoring first quarter between Long Beach State and UC Santa Barbara.
Yeah, and by every measure, Bruce, that is the best first quarter Long Beach State has had all season. That final play call, though, comes in from Renee Jimenez. She shouts corner, 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 and Long Beach cannot track Olivia Bradley back to the middle. So still some defensive adjustments to make if you're Amy Wright. But Long Beach State is able to hang tough with one of the best shooting offenses in the Big West and in the entire Division I basketball rankings. And at the end of quarter 1, Bruce, we're all tied, we're all square. Plenty to like heading into quarter 2.
Long Beach has been easily in last place in the Big West so far this season, averaging just under 50 points per game as a team. They scored 20 in this first quarter. 9 for 18 from the field are the Beach. So we'll take a quick break before the second quarter gets underway on 22 West Radio. Second quarter getting underway between Long Beach State and UC Santa Barbara. It's 20-all after one quarter.
Yeah, compare this to the first quarter Long Beach State had up in Corvallis against Oregon State, but they had to make a responding 11-0 run after being down 14-2 in the first 5 minutes. Long Beach plays a much more composed first quarter. They lead for about half the time. Santa Barbara leads for the other half. Going into quarter 2, Long Beach looking for more of the same out of their starters. Shakoy Jones-Brown, 7 points in the first 10 minutes. She leads the way, but it's been the bigs as well, providing offense. Rosie Akot, Kennenkopf, 4 points apiece.
UC Santa Barbara will get the opening possession of this second quarter. 20-20 between the Long Beach State team that's 0-6, still searching for their first win this season, and the Gauchos, who have won 5 in a row. They sit at 6-1.
Yeah, Amy Wright has said, though, Bruce, especially after the Oregon State game, this is not the same Long Beach State that they were 6 games ago.
Maddie Narrow brings it across to start the possession, passes over to Zoe Border. Border one dribble, now goes to the high post up for Bradley. Just inside the three-point line, she swings all the way across to the wing. Narrow looks for a pass, now puts the ball on the hardwood and gives it on a bounce down low. Underneath the basket, clearing out is Bradley. Now she swings all the way to the wing. One dribble and then hesitating is Grant. She gives up to the top for Border, now over to the wing. Driving it right in, the scoop shot, no good from Narrow. Kennenkopf has the rebound for Long Beach State.
Ka has the rebound and the defense that forces the missed layup.
Pepe drives with the left hand along the baseline for the Beach. Creates some space and puts it up and in. Nice physical finish that time from Kylie Pepe, the San Diego State transfer.
Kylie Pepe throwing her size around down there. Make that 16 points in the paint now for Long Beach State.
Border passes on the wing over to the right side for Bradley. Bradley a spin move now. She drives in, puts it off the glass. Too strong though. Off the rim, and then Ka has another rebound. Outlet goes up to Jacoya Jones-Brown, moving on the left side of the floor. Puts it through the legs and passes to Oliva Fernandez, who swings it over to Christy Reynoso. Kenan Kaw gets a handoff and passes to Jones Brown at the top. Calif working for space in the paint, now comes up to set a screen. Jones Brown gives over to Reynoso, way beyond the three-point line. She gives it right back. 7 to shoot for Jacoya Jones Brown. She stands just in front of the Long Beach logo. Gets a screen from Pepe. Pulls the three through a contest. It's an air ball. That'll go out along the baseline. Jacoya Jones Brown couldn't make something out of a nothing possession for Long Beach.
Man, it was a different defensive look that throws off Jacoya Jones Brown. You see Santa Barbara playing a high 2-3 zone. Long Beach unable to break it down. You need quick passes, not the long possessions Jones Brown was handling.
Shaw on the right side gives it over to the top for Maddie Nero. Santa Barbara point guard gives it on a bounce to the high post for Border. Border now faces up to the basket, getting doubled on the left side, but now gives it on a bounce to the corner. Pass all the way across to Bradley on the wing. She drives, steps through a Euro step, and then lays it in. A nice Euro step, and then scoop a layup off the glass for Bradley. And now Santa Barbara's tied it up 22 all.
There's a Euro step on the Spaniard. Oliva Fernandez bites on the pump fake. Now looks to make the difference on the offensive end as we're tied once again, 22 apiece.
Oliva Fernandez passes to Jones Brown, wrapping up to the top. She pump fakes, then drives right in. No good off the glass. Pepe, offensive rebound. One dribble, and then misses again. It's a flex out. Pepe gets it to her teammate. Kenan Kaw secures. Now kicks to the corner for Jones Brown. It's a third chance here for Long Beach on the possession after 2 offensive rebounds from Pepe. Jones Brown passes the Kaw in the corner. Kaw's going to pull the three. It's good. Kenan Kaw knocks down the triple. Big shot there. She's up to 7 points in this first half.
Big shot. It gives Long Beach State back the lead, up 25-22.
Nero passes to Shaw for Santa Barbara. 3-point lead for Long Beach State. Shaw takes a floater in the key. It rims around and doesn't fall. Kenan Kaw with another rebound for Long Beach State. She's already got 5. Jacoya Jones Brown handles the ball for Long Beach State. 7 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the first half. The Beach ahead 25-22. Kaw just in front of the logo. Now passes to the high post for Oliva Fernandez. Gets it right back, then tries to find Oliva Fernandez cutting, and it's a high floating pass that gets picked off by Border. Santa Barbara after the turnover on the other side. Here's a behind the back crossover and then a block, but getting her own offensive rebound is Narrow. She kicks to the corner. 3 for Grant is good again. Jessica Grant has had the hot hand from beyond the arc. It's 25 all.
Jessica Grant, that's her third 3. She's up to 9 points on the night. Ties the game again at 25, and Rosie Akant waits to come in. Amy Wright not pleased with Oliva Fernandez on the last few possessions.
Jones Brown gives to Reynoso on the right side. She crosses over, then goes back to Jones Brown. Kenan Kaw comes to the top to get it, then hands right back. Pass to Oliva Fernandez, who pulls the 3. It rims out and doesn't fall. Rebound goes back to Santa Barbara. They get out and run again. Zoe Shaw, after the defensive rebound, takes it across herself, kicks to the corner. Here's a 3 for Border. It's good. Nothing but net, and Border knew it. She was already running back on defense. A clean shot there. She's got 8.
Yeah, and Oliva Fernandez that time once again caught in no woman's land, caught on the block and could not get a hand up to contest. A wide open 3 for the Gauchos.
Pepe on the right wing. Dribbles just inside the arc. Now spin move in the key. Shot off the glass. Doesn't even hit the rim. Pepe a little out of control there on the drive. She can't convert the shot. Zoe Border on the other end drives in a spin move of her own. This time off the glass. It misses also. So back-to-back missed layups on both ends of the floor. Jacoya Jones Brown tries to go coast to coast, but now passes out to the wing. Reynoso triple. It doesn't fall. Rimmed out there. Rebound comes down for Border. Amy Wright frustrated as Santa Barbara goes back on the attack. 28-23, a 3-point lead for the Gauchos. Grant pulls the 3 and knocks it down. Another quick pull. And now a timeout will be called by Amy Wright. Jessica Grant with a really impressive start to this one. She's got 12 points.
Yeah, Jessica Grant is a sharp shooter. That time it was Christy Reynoso closing her down like white on rice. And still, Jessica Grant finds a way to pull the triple and find nothing but net. You see Santa Barbara up to their largest lead of the night now, 31-25. And you heard Amy Wright on those last few possessions, Bruce, saying fight, fight, fight. Long Beach State, as fast as this game is going, there's tired legs on the floor already. They have not been able to fight for every single rebound. Santa Barbara, the benefactors, on a 9-0 run now over the last minute and a half.
Long Beach has hit a rut. They've only hit one of their last 7 shots from the field, and the Gauchos have jumped out to a 6-point lead. We'll be right back on 22 West Radio. Back here in the second quarter, 31-25, UC Santa Barbara ahead of Long Beach State. It's a 9-0 run for the Gauchos to open up their 6-point lead. Now they come out of the timeout in a press. Long Beach able to break it. Jones Brown with a pass to Wakad at the top. Now going to the corner for Pukas. Pukas dribbles back up to the right wing and then hands off to Kaw. Kenan Kaw dribbles with the left hand just inside the arc. Passes over to the short corner for Lauren Cummings in the game for the first time. Cummings back out to Kaw. Now to the corner for Pukas. Drives with the left hand, then passes up to the top. Had it tipped, but then tracks it down. 3 to shoot. Pukas is going to have to chuck this up in the corner. She steps back, lets it fly. It's no good off the rim. Cummings fighting for the board, but Santa Barbara has it. Jessica Grant with the rebound for the Gauchos. She takes it across herself. Driving it right away on the other side. Border goes back to the basket. Now pass up to the top, and it's a travel. It was Bradley who was driving along the baseline and had her feet move before she got the pass away.
Yeah, Olivia Bradley already 7 points in this game. She's 3 for 4 from the field, 1 of 1 from beyond the arc, 5 rebounds as well on her line. And Long Beach State, after being pressed 3 quarters, scored in the last possession, can now work their half-court set. They need a bucket, down by 6.
Scoring drought across 3 minutes for Long Beach State. Kenan Kaw on the right wing, gives to Cummings right on the elbow. Cummings one dribble, now passes back up to the top for Jones Brown. Amy Wright walks back to the bench and calls for a sub. Didn't like what she saw there. Kenan Kaw up at the top for Long Beach, goes to Cummings in the corner, right back to Kaw. Kaw hesitates, now gives it on a bounce to Jones Brown. Her shot no good off the right side of the rim. Offensive rebound though for Cummings. She passes back out to Pukas, now to Kaw. She took a jump stop, now takes the mid-range shot from the elbow. It's no good. Too strong, a low line drive there. Rebounded by Puente Valverde. Santa Barbara on the other end, pass to Bradley at the top. She goes to Shaw on the right wing, now into the post for Puente Valverde. She goes to work on Cummings, a spin move, and then passes to the corner. They swing to the wing. Now a jab step. Pass back up to the top. A long 3 from Shaw, and she knocks it down at least a couple steps behind the 3-point line. Jessica Shaw makes the shot anyway.
Yeah, Santa Barbara is able to force Long Beach State to chase the ball at the top of the key, get another clean look, now up to a 9-point lead.
Jacoya Jones-Brown for Long Beach State passes to Kenan Kaw on the right wing. 34-25, Santa Barbara out ahead by 9. Jones Brown gets a pass at the top, now dribbles with the left hand, got a screen, now kicks back out to the wing as she drove. Pukas with 6 to shoot, picks up her dribble, back out to the top for Kaw, now to the corner. Akot takes the 3, it's no good, hit the glass first from the corner, and then a foul gets called down low against Lauren Cummings.
Long Beach State has just lost their offensive rhythm here down the stretch in the second quarter. The scoring drought extending to 4 minutes in the Gauchos run, now a 14-3 run over the last 5. A few changes coming here for Amy Wright. She takes Lauren Cummings out of the game. She's also going to see Rosie Akot exit in favor of Judy Oliva Fernandez and Morgan Mack, who was a difference maker against the Beavers up in Corvallis.
Kenan Kaw heads to the bench as well. Kylie Pepe back in. 34-25, UC Santa Barbara ahead by 9. Across is Zoe Shaw, gives to the high post, then gets it right back. Shaw goes to the top for Grant, now to Puente Valverde. She drives in and lays it up and through. Too easy there as she drove right by Kylie Pepe.
Drove by Kylie Pepe, was able to put the spin move on Jacoya Jones-Brown, and the Gauchos offense continues to roll.
14-0 run for Santa Barbara in this second quarter. Jones-Brown getting doubled in the corner, had her pass tipped, and it's going to go for a steal for the Gauchos. Working quickly, Shaw picks up a dribble, goes up to the right wing for Border. She'll slow it down, dribble up to the top, and then pass over to Grant. Grant passes to Shaw, now down low for Border. She gets it, goes up hard, and got fouled. Kylie Pepe gets called for the personal there. It'll be 2 free throws for Zoe Border.
Yeah, Kylie Pepe so far tonight has been frustrated. She's trying to back down a few defenders, finds herself just 1 of 4 from the field. 3 rebounds all on the offensive end. 2 of them came on the same possession. That time, a little too handsy, trying to go up and contest. And Bruce, the scoring drought extended once again for Long Beach State. They need to stop defensively. Gauchos more than happy to stack buckets at the charity stripe.
This is Border's first trip to the free throw line. 90% on the season. First one rims out though. 36-25, the Gauchos on a 14-0 run. 16 of the last 19 points overall scored in the game have gone to UC Santa Barbara. Scoring drought of 5 minutes and 8 seconds for Long Beach State as Border hits the second free throw. 37-25, a 12-point advantage for the Gauchos here. 2.5 minutes to go in the second quarter.
And I go back to that 3/4 court pressure, Bruce, trying to stop Long Beach State from getting a half-court set going.
Pepe breaks it just 10 seconds into the shot clock. Pukas passes over to Jones-Brown on the right wing, now all the way across from Mack. She drives along the baseline, getting doubled and gives it on a bounce to Pukas. Pulls the 3 from the wing and knocks it down. The true freshman guard, Brynna Pukas, is on the board with her first points. A nice shot there.
breaks a long scoring drop from Brennan Pukas, who did not put up a shot against Oregon State.
And then quickly on the other end, Zoe Border has a left-handed layup go through, wide open down in the paint as her defender flew by. So it's an easy bucket to respond for UC Santa Barbara. Jones Brown with the ball for Long Beach State, 10 seconds into the shot clock. An 11-point lead for the Gauchos. On a bounce, it goes over to Morgan Mack at the top. Right back to Jones Brown, moving to the right wing. She takes a mid-range shot off the glass and good. Jacoya Jones Brown hits the shot. She's got 9.
And with a minute and a half left in the second quarter, it's going to be all about the response for Long Beach State. Yes, they've given up a big run. Now they need to stop and to start stacking buckets. There's a few possessions left here for the Beach.
Back to a single-digit deficit, 9-point lead, 39-30. Puente Valverde on the right wing, passes all the way across for Grant. Takes a couple dribbles and now passes over to Shaw on the right wing. Shaw down low for Puente Valverde. Back to the basket. She hesitates, half spin, then goes off the glass. No good. Pukas with the rebound for Long Beach State. Oliva Fernandez was streaking, but Pukas holds onto it, then takes the three. It's no good. A brick there short off the near side of the rim as it bounces to the corner. A long rebound for Anderson of Santa Barbara. They're quickly on the other end. Anderson passes over to Shaw. Shaw now, after some contact, steps through. Hesitates on the wing, finds Anderson cutting. She goes up off the glass and good. Chauncey Anderson, the true freshman, lets out a roar as she hits the layup.
Anderson's first points coming on back cut. She lost Jacoya Jones Brown at the top of the key. Now Long Beach desperately needs a bucket, down by 11.
8-second difference between the shot and game clocks. Jacoya Jones Brown holding on to the ball at the top. Trying to let some time burn off the clock. 41-30, Santa Barbara ahead of Long Beach State. Now Oliva Fernandez sets a screen with 10 to shoot. Jones Brown lost it, picks up her dribble, hands to Jones Brown, who gives it right back. Long two here for Jacoya Jones Brown. It's short off the near side of the rim. Anderson with the rebound. Now 5 to shoot. Grant on the other side crosses over, gets into the key, pass down low, tipped out of bounds. Good hands there from Oliva Fernandez. Ball still will stay with Santa Barbara, 1.6 to go.
And Amy Wright cannot be happy with the way Long Beach State has approached this last minute and a half, Bruce. A few missed opportunities on back-to-back possessions with the Pukas 3 missing short, and then Jacoya Jones Brown and Judy Oliva Fernandez not able to run a give and go at the top of the key. So you see Santa Barbara still with a chance to extend their lead, just 1.6 seconds to go in the second quarter.
Inbound from the baseline. Narrow looks for a pass, gets it into Bradley. Her shot no good, short. And that'll do it for the first half. 41-30, UC Santa Barbara opens out an 11-point lead after it was tied at the end of the first quarter.
Yeah, it's that 14-3 run that proves to be the difference in the second quarter. Long Beach State finishes the quarter just 2 for their last 11 shots. And the Gauchos, after trading buckets early on, they keep their foot on the gas, and Long Beach State gets left in the dust. It's going to be Amy Wright searching for answers in the locker room with the Beach down by 11.
The Gauchos go 9 for 13 from beyond the arc in the first half. They're ahead 41-30 as we hit the break. We'll be right back for the second half here on 22 West Radio. We are dealing with technical difficulties here in the Walter Pyramid. We're going to go off the air for anyone tuned in right now. Stick with us. We'll be back on the YouTube stream in just a few minutes, so don't go away. The stream will go offline for just a moment, but make sure to refresh your YouTube page. It'll be back in just a few. Thank you for tuning in.